Hello and welcome to this short and sweet Vinyasa flow. Today's class is intended for the days where you need to move the body but you don't have a lot of time. So we're not going to waste any time today. Grab whatever props that you like for practice and we'll meet in child's pose. Come on down into child's pose. You can take the knees as wide as you like. Settle the hips back. Reach the arms forward and rest the forehead down. And so before we start moving the physical body, we'll start moving the breath. Start to lengthen your inhales and your exhales. And the breath is such a powerful tool for presence. It's probably the most powerful tool we have. And maybe you have a lot going on in your life right now. And so, all that stuff will still be here after class. But for now, your only job is to breathe. Feel the earth beneath the hands, the forearms, the elbows, the shins and the tops of the feet. Just sort of tuning into the sense of support that's really always there for us. It's just that sometimes we forget that it's there. And then you can just come forward onto your belly into Sphinx pose. So you're on your forearms, elbows are underneath the shoulders more or less. And we'll do little cats and cows here. So as you inhale, you'll lift the heart up, the thoracic spine moves forward. And on the exhale, you're going to keep the hips on the floor and just round the upper back, pressing into the forearms and feel the space behind the heart. And then inhale again. Lift the sternum. Exhale, round the spine. Draw the chin down towards the chest a little. One more time. Inhale like cow. And rounding the upper spine for cat. And then we'll come back to Sphinx and all the way onto the belly. Reach your arms back behind you. Shalabhasana, just one time, locust pose, lift the feet, lift the heart, lift the hands. Everything that can lift, go ahead and lift it up. Inhale. And back down to the floor on the exhale. Hands under shoulders, let's press up to hands and knees. Breathe in. Child's pose, breathe out, send the hips back. And then come forward to hands and knees, inhale. Tuck the toes under, downward facing dog, exhale. And you can just move around a little bit. Here in your first down dog, get acquainted with, how your body's feeling, what's going on in there today. You can play with bending one knee and sinking the opposite heel towards the floor. And then switching. Maybe you just pedal the feet out a little. My calves are always super tight, so this always feels really good. And then when you're ready, drop into stillness. So let the body be still, but the breath is still really deep and fluid. And you can walk the feet up to meet the hands, just tiptoeing your way on up. Let's come right into halfway lift. Bring your hands to your shins, scoop your heart forward, widen the collarbones. Inhale. And then softly fold over the legs. Exhale, let the head go. Rise all the way up. Take a big breath in, reach and lengthen up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. And you can pause here for a moment. Maybe an intention or a prayer comes up for you that you'd like to move your energy toward today. You can name that now. And inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Keep the knees a little bit soft. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, long spine. Exhale, hands down, step your right foot back, lower the right knee. Okay, hands on the floor or on blocks here. You're gonna let the hips come forward as the heart lifts. Inhale. And downward facing dog, exhale. Really long spine in down dog. Big breath in. Open the mouth, exhale. Extend the right leg behind you, way up and back, inhale. Bend the knee and open the hip on the exhale. Feel for the space in the right side body without dropping the left shoulder too much. And then we'll level the hips off, reach the right leg long up and back, inhale. Step forward, exhale for easy twist. Reach the right arm up, big breath in. And the right hand comes down, step forward, feet together, and fold. This time it's chair pose. Bring your feet together, sit the hips low, reach the arms high, inhale. And sit a little bit lower into the exhale. Rise all the way up, big breath in, open up. Fold right back down on the exhale, hands to floor, soften inward. Halfway lift, long spine, breathe in. Left foot back, and the knee comes down. Hands are on floor, or if floor is too far away, they can be on blocks. Hips down, heart up, inhale. And downward facing dog, exhale. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Extend the left leg up and back, inhale. Bend the knee and open the hip on the exhale, but without dropping the right shoulder. Just want to keep a little restraint through the right side body. Square the hips off, reach the left leg, inhale. Step forward, easy twist. Reach the left arm up, big breath in. And bring the left hand back down, step forward, and fold. Chair pose again, bend the knees, reach up. And this time, hands to heart on the exhale, sit the hips really low down and back. Stay here, reach the arms back like we did in Shalabhasana. Draw the shoulder blades towards the spine, and the heart moves forward. Kind of like airplane upper body, chair lower body. And then you'll bring your fingertips to the floor and sit really low. And then rise all the way up. Straighten the legs, reach up, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Chair pose again, breathe in, sit low, reach high. This time, same thing, you're gonna reach the arms behind you. This time, clasp your hands behind your low back. Shoulder blades towards spine, heart is open. Gaze forward just a little bit. And now you're gonna straighten the legs, if possible, keeping your hands clasped behind you. And fold over the legs. Release the hands down. Halfway lift, long spine, breathe in. Step back to plank pose and pause in your plank. Feet hips width distance. Spin your heels over to the right. And then your upper body is going to go into down dog, essentially. So you're going to lift the hips up with your feet staggered. So you're on the outer edge of the right foot, the inner edge of the left foot. The hips lift up and back. And it should feel like a little bit of an opening in the piriformis, the outer left hip. It's also a nice side body stretch. And then we'll come back to plank pose, really long and strong in your plank. Inhale. Lower to your belly, exhale. Inhale, cobra, lift the heart. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's go back. Come forward to plank pose again. Spin your heels over to the left. Press into the hands to lift the outer right hip, back and up. You should be on the edges of the feet. There's a long right side waistline here. You'll come back to plank pose. Inhale. All the way to the belly. Exhale. Cobra pose. Lift the heart up, maybe a little higher this time. And downward facing dog. Exhale. Extend your right leg up and back behind you. And then step your right foot forward between your hands. Lower the back knee down. You're going to kick your left foot behind you and turn to the left. So you walk the hands over to the left. The right leg goes out straight. So if you're familiar with gate pose, this is essentially gate pose legs. But you're going to walk the arms forward so the upper body looks more like down dog. And as you sort of release the head and the front of the spine towards the earth, I want you to think about sending your sitting bones to the wall behind you. This is a really great sort of inner hamstring adductor opener. Okay, one more breath. And then you'll walk the hands back under for reverse gate to the back end of the mat. Left hand to the back end of the mat. You're still on the left knee. The right arm is going to go up towards the sky. So this is a reverse gate. From here, you'll come up into gate pose. Arms out to a T, spine is vertical. Inhale. Eagle arms on the exhale.
Right elbow under left. You can cross at the elbows and the wrists, or alternatively, you can bring the elbows together and the palms together out in front of you. So the lower body is in gate pose, the arms are in eagle arms, and just breathe some space into the upper back here. And then from here, it's supported warrior two legs. So you'll slide the right foot underneath the right knee, turn the right toes forward. Supported warrior two legs with eagle arms, and you can bend the right knee a little bit to get deeper into that inner right thigh. And then arms out to a T like warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, hands down and step back to plank.
Inhale, strong in your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. You can lower half or all the way. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, other side. Extend the left leg up. Inhale. Exhale, step forward. Lower the back knee down. Kick your right foot behind you as you turn to the right. Kick the left leg out straight. Lower body like gate pose. Walk your arms away from your torso so the upper body looks more like down dog. And you can let the head sort of soften down, opening through the inner left thigh. Spread the sit bones behind you. And walk the hands back underneath, reverse gate. Right hand to the back end of the mat. You're still on the right knee, the left arm goes up. Press into the right hand, and then we'll come up to a T, spine is vertical. Left elbow under right, or palms together. Garudasana arms, eagle arms. Lower body is still in gate pose, more or less. And then warrior two, supported warrior two in the lower body. Bend the left knee. And slide the left foot back a little bit to bring the left foot under the left knee. And lower body's in supported warrior two, upper body's in eagle arms. And you're bending that left knee as deeply as you're comfortable. Breathe space into the upper back. And then arms out to a T, inhale. Hands down. Plank pose, meet in plank, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale, lower down. Up dog or cobra, breathe in, shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Long breath in, long breath out. Inhale, extend the right leg up. Exhale, right foot forward for high lunge. Up we go, high lunge, inhale. Reach the arms up. Settle here into the feet on the exhale. Lift the heart, the sternum, the gaze, inhale. And hands down, exhale, chaturanga. You can always skip this part too. Up dog or cobra is your choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's go back. Full breath in, full breath out. Left leg up and back. Inhale. Step forward. Exhale for high lunge. Up we go. Breathe in. And stay here. Land in your feet. Breathe out. Lift the low belly. Lift your gaze. Inhale. Hands down. Exhale. Move through vinyasa. Up dog or cobra. Breathe in. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. Big inhale. Complete exhale. Extend the right leg high up and back. Inhale. Step forward. Exhale. High lunge. Up we go. This time open up to Vira 2, Warrior 2. Spin the back heel down. Arms nice and wide. Reverse warrior, left arm down, right arm up and back. Inhale. Stay here, bend the right knee a little bit more on the exhale. Back to warrior 2, breathe in. Extended side angle, right forearm to right thigh. And bring your left hand to your left hip to start. Press into the outer edge of the left foot. Turn the left heart up. Okay, you can stay here or stretch the left arm over the ear for the side bend. And there's a long line of energy from the back foot through the left fingertips. Lots of space. Deep inhale. Hands down on the exhale. Listen, lunge. You're going to pivot to the ball of the left foot. Bring the back knee down. Bring the right arm inside the right leg, and you can scoot the right foot over as much as, however much space you need. Then step your left hand a little bit wide onto the floor or mat. Reach the right arm up, take a big breath in, peel the heart open. And exhale, bring the hands down. Step back to plank, and you know the way. Chaturanga. You can skip the chaturanga. You can add on to the chaturanga if you'd like, whatever you need today. I want you to honor that sort of inner knowing. Okay, other side, left leg up, inhale. Exhale, step forward. High lunge, rise, breathe in. Warrior 2, land and open the arms. Reverse warrior, right arm down, left arm up and back, inhale. Bend the left knee a little bit more, exhale. Back to warrior 2, breathe in. Extended side angle, right forearm to right thigh, breathe out. Right hand to your hip. Draw your right shoulder back. Scoop your left hip under and drive into the back foot. From there, you can stay or stretch the right arm over the ear, totally up to you. You're going to keep the heart open, the legs stable, and the breath steady for 3, for 2. Okay, hands down, lunging, come to the ball of the back foot, bring the back knee down, move your left foot as wide as needed, and then right hand to the floor, left arm goes up. There's lots of space here. It's a nice big open twist. Inhale. And hands down, exhale, chaturanga or skip it. Up dog or cobra. And exhale, let's go back, downward facing dog. Feels good to move, let me tell ya. Extend your right leg, inhale. Exhale, step forward, warrior two. Spin the back heel down, and we rise up, inhale. Okay, straighten your right leg on the exhale. You can bring the back foot in as needed. And start to reach forward towards the front of the mat, so the right side body gets longer over the right thigh, okay? And hover here. I'm gonna keep the right knee unlocked. And keep the right side body long as you touch down into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Right hand can come down to shin or block, maybe the floor. Okay, but the heart is still open. So it's not about the depth or, like touching the floor. It's more about how can we create stability and space simultaneously so that they're integrated with each other and not, one's not overpowering the other. So try to establish pressing down through the feet. As you press down through the feet, open the arms, open the heart. Inhale. Left hand to left hip, exhale. You can stay here in this half moon prep, or you can start to walk your right hand forward and to the right and float into your Ardha Chandrasana, half moon, lifting the left leg. This is also a great place for a block beneath the right hand. Maybe the left arm goes up. Maybe you try hovering the right hand off the floor for balance. We're here for 3. The body is balancing and steady, but the breath is fluid still. 2. Okay, hands down. Let's go straight back to down dog this time. Straight back to down dog. Good job. Okay, from down dog, come forward into plank. Spin your heels to the left, reach the right arm up. Vashisthasana, supported side plank with the feet staggered. You're also welcome to pull the right foot up into the inner left thigh for tree pose legs. Press through the bottom hand. Wherever you are, breathe. Okay, and then we'll come back to plank pose. Inhale. Chaturanga or down dog, exhale. Up dog or cobra, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Extend the left leg up and back. Inhale. Left foot forward, warrior two. Up we go, big breath in. And just pause there for the landing, exhale. Straighten your left leg. Walk the back foot in as needed. Start to reach forward over the left thigh, but keep the left knee unlocked and hover. So your core is essentially forced to hold you here, right? And you want to take that long left side body with you as you come down into Trikonasana. The right arm can go up wherever is comfortable. Again, reaching down through the feet. The heart is open, the arms are open, and there's just a sense of groundedness, support, but also freedom. It's called Sthirasukham Asanam. It's the balance between stability and flow. Okay, right hand to right hip. You can stay here in this half moon prep or shift forward, half moon. Up we go. Okay, the more focused your gaze is on a fixed point, the steadier the pose will be. Also, deepen the breath can help too. Maybe you try floating the bottom hand, last 3. No big deal if you fall out, it happens to everyone. 2. Good. Hands down, step back to plank, and pause. Okay, heels spin over to the right. So the feet are staggered like they were in the beginning, if that helped you. Press into the bottom hand, the left arm goes up. You can stay there and maybe slide The left foot, like two poses, up into the inner right thigh. Woo! Stabilize, breathe, big inhale. And hands down, step back to plank, chaturanga, or down dog. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog, return. Good job, big breath in. Open the mouth, let something go. Okay, right leg up, inhale. Step wide outside your right hand. Lower the back knee down. You can stay here on your fingertips, or you can come down onto your forearms, like we were in Sphinx. So it's a little bit deeper of a lizard lunge. Some of you will love this, and some of you will hate it, and that's okay. Okay, and then sometimes I'll just sort of move side to side, and just really feel into that inner right groin. Okay, if you tend to round through the upper back here, try not to do that. Try to keep the heart open. All right, and you can stay where you are, or pivot the left forearm in a little and reach back right hand to left foot for a twisted monkey variation. Just know that with the left elbow down, it's going to be quite a lot deeper. So if you need to, you can always come up onto your left palm for a more traditional twisted monkey. Okay, and then pull the heel in towards your butt. Breathe into the front of the left thigh. Those quadriceps that do so much to support us throughout the day. Shoulders back, heart open, big inhale. And downward facing dog, exhale. Other side, left leg up, inhale. Exhale, step wide outside the left hand, the back knee comes down. You can stay on your hands or forearms to the floor, maybe blocks if you have blocks around. Okay, and then just feel it out. Breathe, and let it be like an exploration of the body. Try to avoid rounding the upper back. If this feels good, you can stay here. If you want to go a little bit deeper, turn your right forearm in, reach back, left hand to right foot for twisted monkey. Wherever there's resistance, try to breathe into that resistance. And in this way, we begin to be able to distinguish between resistance, discomfort, and pain, and how those things are different. Shoulders back, squeeze the heel in, the heart is open. Inhale. And gently release the back foot, step back, downward facing dog. You can remain in down dog or shift forward to plank for a final vinyasa. Moving into cobra or up dog. And then we go back together into down dog. Look forward, bend your knees. Travel through to a seat. Lie on your back. And bring your feet to the floor. With your feet on the floor, you make any adjustments you need to for comfort. But the feet, walk them in sort of like you're setting up for a bridge. And we're just going to do little cats and cows here. So little tiny movements of the lower spine mostly. The inhale, the low back lifts away from the floor like cow pose. And on the exhale, we're rounding the spine like cat. And then just try to find that place that feels really sort of like comfortable and natural for your low back to be in. Maintain that as you press through the feet. Lift the hips up for bridge. And you can stay here in bridge. Maybe you reach down and catch the edges of your mat. Maybe you clasp your hands underneath. Let the hips rise without like force. It's just a natural lift. And then can you lift the collarbones more? The collarbones rise. Take a big inhale. And lower down, exhale. Pause, give it a deep breath. And let that breath go. And then one more time. If wheel's in your practice, you're welcome to move up into wheel, hands behind the shoulders and a big press up into wheel or bridge pose, whatever suits you best. Bridge or wheel. Take a couple of breaths there. Let the front body open and expand. Great. And we'll lower down all the way. And just pause. Keep your feet on the floor. Let your inner knees come together. And then you'll slide your right knee over your left knee, like Gomukhasana legs. Let your knees fall over to the left. Reach the right arm out to the right. Now we are in 2025, and just reminded the other day that I've been practicing yoga for 14 years, 15 years, something like that. And this practice has truly supported me in every phase of my life for that entire time. It's been my most consistent relationship. Come back to center, both feet on the floor, and then left knee over right knee. You can pick your hips up a little and move them over to the left as you let the knees fall to the right. And as I've grown as a human being, the practice has completely evolved with me. The things that I'm interested in the yogic, sphere are different in some ways than they used to be, and they're also the same. Some things are the same. But I think that's why this practice is so valuable to so many people, because it is so vast. There's so many ways in. What started for me as the very physical endeavor has turned into a complete transformation of my spiritual life, my relationship with myself and the world around me. And so as we grow and age and evolve, the practice does too. It's super adaptable in that way. Come back to center. Okay. And then you can just hug the knees into the chest. Take the knees wide toward the armpits. So it's like you're hugging the knees up into the shoulders. Let the low back really widen down into the earth. And so I'm just so grateful for, the many thousands of years that people have been investigating what it means to be human. And it's because of their investigations, because of that lineage and history, that we're here today, able to benefit. And let the legs go long out in front of you. And we'll rest the body now in Shavasana. Just a moment of gratitude for, this practice, the practice itself, the history, the lineage, but also gratitude for your willingness to tune in. And that's all it takes, is a little willingness, a little faith, a little shraddha. Now, the effort is complete. And we rest. We rest in gratitude. We rest in contentment and joy. We rest in wisdom. And we allow ourselves this space. Thank you for this space. Thank you for this life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you have the time and space to stay in your rest, please do that. And if it's time to get back to it, you can meet me on one side in the fetal pose. And then pressing up to a seat. And bring the hands together in front of the heart, as with deep gratitude that we end this practice together today. Thank you for spending this time on the mat with me. I love you, and I'll see you again very soon.